Good morning, folks. I just wanted to clear up some misinformation out there. And I probably wouldn't have done this if somebody wouldn't have tried to make me look like an ass. And so since they wanted to try to make me look like an ass, we're going to look into this. And in a way that he can't mute or hide or anything like that. So as you know, there was a recent missile test done by Putin, Russia, and it was the Sarmat 2, essentially the Satan 2, or the RS-28 Sarmat Satan 2. And there are a lot of prepper channels that are out there fear-mongering like crazy because they know the more they can get you to fear what's going on, the more likely you're going to sign up for, this account or that account so you can get all the important information, which you could all come right here and get accurate, important information for free. Anyway, so PrepperNow is the cat that decided he was going to try to call me out. And this is why I warn about these Johnny-come-latelys and all of that. And why do I keep calling him that? Okay, well, let me explain that, and then we'll get into this Sarmat missile. Early on in me becoming aware of his channel, he was down in his little prepper area, and he pulled a radio, a radio off the shelf. And it was just like one you buy in the electronics section of Walmart or what have you. And he pulled it down, and it had on the box that it was good for 16 miles. And he actually pointed that out, and you could tell he 100% believed that those radios were good for 16 miles. Now, anybody that knows anything about radios knows that, the idea of the range that they give you is so inflated it's unbelievable, and the conditions have to be so perfect for the radio to make that. You and I both know that those 16-mile radios would actually be lucky to reach across a small town like I live in. So, and that's the truth of it, right? So I knew then, way back then, that this cat that was trying to be out there acting like he had been in the prepping world for so long was a Johnny-come-lately and was just trying to make himself appear bigger than what he was. And once again, today, doing the same thing. And I'll show you. We'll go on over the web view here. I just can't stand people that don't want you to have knowledge. They just want you to listen to them. They just want you to follow them. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They're worried about the subscriber count and worried about the funds that they can make one way or another. So anyway, he talked in his video this morning about the Sarmat, and he was fear-mongering about all the damage that it can do and all of that. And that just kind of struck me odd because the Sarmat is not a warhead. It's a missile. It's a rocket. It's a payload delivery system. It is not a warhead. And then he went on. He pinned my comment. Such a narcissist. He pinned my comment, right? And then replied with this, talking the specs of all that. And I'm not quite sure what particular warhead that he's talking about there. But that's neither here nor there, because that warhead is not Sarmat. It's a warhead, two different things. And let me show you. And I tried explaining that to him, but I think he hid this comment because nobody's liked it, nobody's anything. So I don't think anybody can actually see this. And all I did was took a quote out of an RT article that said, compared to its predecessor, the Sarmat can carry more weapons, as well as be fitted with the new types of warheads, including hypersonic glider units, the military noted. And I said, Sarmat is what delivers the warhead. Sarmat can use multiple types of warheads, even non-nuclear or conventional ones. Try again. And those are my words. but that's the truth. That's a fact. Look, a warhead's a warhead. It doesn't matter if it's on top of Sarmat or if it's on top of Bezos's big boner. It doesn't matter. A warhead is a warhead, and a rocket is a rocket. Sarmat is a rocket. And once again, I will say it, Sarmat is not a warhead. It doesn't do the damage. The most it's going to do is a fireball from the unused fuel when it slams into the ground. That's the most that the Sarmat is going to do. It's not a warhead. If you come down here, it will tell you the RS-28 Sarmat will be capable of carrying about 10 tons of payload for either up to 10 heavy or 15 light MIRV warheads, an unspecified number of avant-garde hypersonic glide vehicles, or a combination of warheads and several countermeasures against anti-ballistic missile systems. It's not a warhead. You can sit there and fear-monger about how widespread damage the Satan II missile's gonna do all you want, but you are a misinformed liar. Shalom.